This is going to be a middle week reading for Gemini. What we have seen from this reading is someone who's trying to understand where you stand, what you want from them, and how you feel towards them. Because deep inside, they know that the two of you belong together, but they need to have more information about the overall situation before they're actually able to make a move which could bring the two of you together officially. The information that I'm going to give you before the reading starts can actually be really important to understand and interpret these messages in the best way possible. It's almost like learning the alphabet before being able to understand a language, before being able to understand what the other person is trying to tell you. Now, this could be something that you've heard before, something you're not interested into. Just go back to the intro. At the top right corner, you have the exact minute when this reading starts. So as far as these informations go, what I wanted to tell you is talking about what type of reading this is. This is a general reading. It won't be able to resonate with every single person out there, but make sure to focus on the single messages, because there might be information there that can be really helpful for you at this moment in time. If it resonates, make sure to share, subscribe, like. It's gonna help the channel grow. And if it doesn't resonate, what you can do is checking out the readings for your moon, rising, and Venus sign. Often there are a lot of good messages there as well. Time is crucial in these readings, because people think that if the message comes today and the reading is for February, for a specific month, then everything that they hear is going to happen in that month. Instead, that's not the case. You can be looking at something that has already happened in the past, or that it will happen in the future. But regardless, hearing this message today might change the way you're going to act towards a situation. And that's going to be key for you to get where you want to be. Also, the energies that I pick up on can go both ways. In order to make sense of a reading, I have to pick one person and assign that message to one person. But in your case, that specific energy could be instead coming from the other person in the situation. Feel free to interpret all of this as it best resonates with you. Let's start with your reading, Gemini. I want to look into what you're going through right now, the energy around you, what brings you to this reading today. We definitely have someone that is spying on you. Someone who's trying to find information about you with the Page of Swords, Page of Wands, Queen of Swords. Right here, you definitely have a person who is in need to find out information, who is in need to really understand something that to them is really, really important. The Page of Swords always brings a lot of curiosity, someone who's asking questions, who is maybe gossiping as well. But overall, right here, what we have is a hidden energy that is trying to understand certain things about where you are, what you're doing, and especially where your heart is at this moment in time. And you see that with the Queen of Swords, we have also a pretty similar energy. This page striving to be this queen right here, who is someone that has a very clear mind, who knows the truth. And so we definitely have a person here trying to find out what they think is the truth about you, something that you might not be telling them, and that they definitely want to know. They really want to know. Again, as I said in the disclaimer, this is something that can be the opposite. Energies go both ways. So in your case, it might be that you are feeling this way towards someone else. Overall, with the Page of Wands, we do have some of that light shining down this situation and perhaps bringing some of that clarity that it's definitely needed right here. We have that light coming in, someone who's becoming confident because they see that certain things that they were fearing about, they're not there, at least at this moment in time. And so with this, we have a situation that potentially could have blocked any sort of progression. We have this instead talking about a message coming in, an exciting message. Someone who's finally feeling excited about the situation after a phase where perhaps they were getting bored. Maybe not a lot was happening, and instead here we see this immediate energy coming in, which is going to bring a lot of excitement. So let's look more into this page of wands. Let's look more into this situation where we've seen someone spying, someone trying to understand, trying to read in between the lines, looking for a specific piece of information that they're fearing, that they don't want to see, but that they feel it's there. And then with the page of wands, instead we have a different and opposite energy saying everything is fine. Now I can actually contact them instead of just spying on them. So again, let's look into this page of wands. So right now, this page became a knight. And you see here that there is still that passion, there is still that drive. And right now, we just see it growing. Well, this person is definitely someone that can be impulsive. They can be a little reckless, but mainly because they feel a huge attraction towards you. They have very deep passion whenever they think about you. And so just the thought of you makes them feel as though they want everything now. They don't want to wait for anything. This is someone who tends to be impatient. And what we see here is that this person has full of life, especially when it comes about thinking about you. You give them life in a way. You're bringing them this passion, this light that we see here. And to them, it's absolutely important. It's something that they want to make grow. They want to bring this passion, nurture it for sure with the Six of Pentacles, and transform it into the Ten of Cups. I see this person, I perhaps now am able to say that they're not seeing anyone, or that they're not sleeping around. This is someone who perhaps I can trust, I can approach, and eventually being able to call them my partner as I actually want to. And now that I see that, I will start to do things necessary in order for the two of us to take us there. Look at this card right here, the Two of Cups and the Fool right underneath. We have this new beginning happening for the two of you. Very emotional beginning. That, again, also the Fool can be a little reckless, because the Fool always takes the risk. He doesn't know where he's going, but there is this passion, this drive within themselves that is driving them places. And we see that this person and their passion towards you is driving them towards you, in fact. And we see that that's not something that can be stopped or that they want to control at this point. They just want to go for it. They want to feel these emotions and make them grow. So far we've seen how they feel about you, but let's see how you feel about this person right here. Surprisingly, you see them as actually very stable. You see them as being in control of themselves, of their actions, being in control of their environment. The Emperor right here is showing us someone who is very stable and has a lot of experience as well. They have done a lot, they went through a lot. Perhaps they come from a different part of the world. And you see them as someone really reliable. This and the Ten of Pentacles especially are telling us that. Now, the fact that we've seen that behind the scenes, instead, they can be really reckless and all over the place. It's definitely an energy that they can hide, which means that they do have everything inside of them. They have this very strong and powerful energy coming from the wands, but they can control it with the Emperor. And so here you almost see like one wand which they use and they control at all times. And this is very important because it's showing us someone that can be super passionate, but they can also control it whenever it comes to actually having to build something. Okay, so there is way more than this person is showing you. Behind that curtain, underneath the surface, this is someone who definitely can control, be passionate, but at the same time being able to build a castle with you. We see here that the way you feel towards this person is definitely someone who can express their emotions. And I want to point out that we see we get here the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which means that the two of you are definitely a good match together. Now, the King was here, the Queen was there. We see that although they're not right next to each other again and yet, they will be soon. They're looking for each other, they feel each other's presence, and it's just a matter of time until they're actually able to come together and celebrate this connection. We have Death here, which is talking about a major transformation for the both of you coming up very soon. Now, this Queen and this King, they are not able to find each other yet, as we were just saying. What is dividing them? What needs to be done here in order for the situation to unblock and go from this Page of Swords to this exciting message and to actually building something together? Because it's there, the potential is there, but the two of you are looking in opposite directions right now. How do we make you look towards each other so that you see what you need to do next in order to be together? I'll be continuing this reading in the extended version. You can find the link down below in the description. And from this month on, I will be selecting 3 people every single month that have bought a extended video, and I will offer to them a free personal reading. In order to find out more about this, just head down to the description and I will add more details for you.